And it sounds like we are ready for our next run. Marathons are about going fast, and this game is going to be one of the fastest. It is F-Zero GX Story Mode Very Hard with Elite Spud!
Hello. Hello. I don't have a racing wheel in front of me this time. It's the last time I played this game on a showcase, so I can show off my cool Captain Falcon Tron shirt, which I adore. We're ready to go fast. And normally I would be like, all right, chapter 1, let's go straight into it. But y'all donated money, a whole bunch, for cutscenes. So we get to watch the prologue and every single cutscene after that, if I don't mash through them. Fingers crossed I don't mash through them. I gotta remember to do that. There's a million things to explain about this game, and there's very limited time to do it, but cutscenes are a time of silence and a time of reflection on what we're going to be witnessing. We have our commentator, Beau Debonair, on comms, I guess. I can't talk. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm pretty excited for this. The first time that I saw anything about this game was on the GDQ Hotfix show last week, and then the second time was when we were going over it in Discord earlier. So I really don't know a whole lot, and I've heard that these cutscenes are going to be phenomenal and glorious. So I'm very, very excited to get the opportunity to watch them.
Yeah, my elevator pitch is that this is a racing game based on the Super Monkey Ball engine and designed by the devs who made the Yakuza series. So, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, enjoy.
I have no words.
So if you're familiar with F-Zero X, the dude who looks like Batman is a previous character from that, but the other guy is a new character introduced in this game. We'll find out who he is later. We're playing this game on Very Hard. We have a cutscene before the actual mission for Chapter 1, but there's 3 difficulties in this game. Very Hard is, as it says on the tin, very hard. It changes some of the qualities of some missions, and others it just like makes the timer like shorter, basically. This is one of the missions that changes a bunch of stuff on, so there'll be a ton of capsules that I have to collect on the way to the mission, like on the way to the finish line, and I have to do it fast. That's the gist.
This music is incredible.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So we've got basically the tutorial here. We're doing max speed, as like the category says. Max acceleration all the way to the left is the snaking settings, which is a little bit busted, and it hurts your hands. So I'm going to be doing max speed because it's easier on my hands.
Yeah, so this...
yeah, you go ahead.
Go ahead. This first stage, Basically, this is your classic training stage. There are you can see these capsules on the screen. Spud is basically going to be collecting as many of them as they can on each lap. We don't want to miss any in the grand scheme of things. We do need to get all 35 to finish the mission. So if any of them get kind of left in an unrecoverable position, we have to start over. There's a little bit of tech that goes on in here. There's a ton of movement techniques that you can do in this game. There's a lot of really basic stuff that gets used quite a lot, and we will start seeing more advanced techniques pretty much immediately, like right when we get into chapter 2.
Missed one.
Yep. So there you go. Yeah. This is it's very difficult. Obviously, playing on the maximum speed means that we really can't make any mistakes. Which is just hard. This game is hard casually. Okay. So going into this, playing on very hard with max speed and having to just lock in for every single race is the name of the game. So you'll see in this first stage, there's going to be a lot of just normal steering, moving around with the analog stick. Where you can see that there's some boosting going on, a little bit of drift turning. And I think we're doing quick turning and maybe a little bit of momentum throttling in this stage as well.
Yeah,
but all of that is kind of the basic stuff. And this, obviously these capsules don't exist on the lower difficulties. They're just there for this very hard mode. So
well, there's other ones, but there way less of them. Like there's 20 or something.
Which is a significant step down from 35. Going from 20 to almost double that is definitely rough. Basically, every time we are able to kind of ride on these boost pads we want to, it gives us access to, you can see our energy in the top right hand corner there. That's what we use to boost. And then you'll notice that basically every time Spud boosts, as soon as the boost is over, you'll see the engines cut a tiny bit. That's a technique called momentum throttling. Oh, that's such a heartbreaker.
I'm gonna go a little bit more deliberate this time. There's a lot of time to waste here, and I'm I'm fishing for PBs on a lot of courses, and I felt this one during practice, but we're just gonna take it simple.
Yeah, sometimes the game just disagrees, and you gotta take it in stride if possible. But yes, so one of the things that you'll notice, and this happens throughout the entire run, this is just the first stage where you start to see it and you can really notice it, is called momentum throttling. Momentum throttling is basically when you get above like 1,030 or 1,034 kilometers an hour in the bottom right there. That's kind of like the threshold where your rate of acceleration decreases until you hit the limit. The idea that, or what we try to use that for, is as you reach the very peak acceleration of your boost, Spud's going to be releasing the throttle entirely. In doing so, we're kind of telling the game we don't want to accelerate in either direction. If you're holding the button, it tries to, very nice, good job. If you're holding the button, it tries to accelerate you back down to an appropriate speed, but by releasing it, you can maintain that momentum going into further boosts. So.
So if you
I find it very interesting that Falcon's got a bat cave just like in a building in the city.
Yeah, if you caught the little screen there, it said 15 hours until the Grand Prix starts. So this is happening in the span of like a day. Everything that's going to happen is like in the span of a day, and it cracks me up that all of this stuff happens to Captain Falcon on the way.
That is truly wild. Talking with your hands to a whole new level.
Yeah, the flailing really sold it.
dude.
Oh my goodness.
This cutscene's
I love
the
it.
best.
Oh
I
my
love it.
goodness.
I have it memorized by heart.
Thank you, chat, so much for meeting this incentive. This is magical.
And that's not even the best one, in my opinion.
Oh gosh, I'm very excited.
So this is I would say, like, the most tech-heavy course. Let's see if I can do it. I have deliberately not practiced this because I do better when I'm not in my head about it. So we're going to be doing something called shift boosts, and they're very hard, like 1 to 4 frame input windows repeatedly.
Yeah, it's I think it's probably the most difficult technique in the game, and this is a great stage to practice it on. But basically, what you'll see Spud do is they'll kind of slide the machine off the track for a few frames and then back onto the track. When you do that, this is it gives you a really big boost when you land back on the track. This whole track doesn't really have a rail on the right hand side, so you can do it more or less throughout the entire thing. And that's basically the gist of this. Samurai Goro, our rival here, cheats big time in this race, which you may have picked up by the fact that he jumped us with a bunch of goons and then made us race him. But in addition to that, the AI actually just has more boost power than he does at any other point in the game, or ever would if you were playing as this character. And the goal here is to kind of stay relatively close to him until the end so that we can pull ahead and we don't have to deal with the super rubber band power that he's got. So in addition to doing these shift boosts constantly throughout the whole race, we're also going to be dodging these rocks that are falling down. It's just a very technical and very scary course for the second course in the game. It's I think this is probably one of the top 3 hardest courses, just
This is
because
like
of all of the shift boosting.
In terms of ceiling, definitely. Like, you can make this course as hard as you want. And that's kind of the trend with this game, is you can do advanced tech as kind of as much as you want, and how much you go for is up to you. I just want to make it up the hill. And then I swear I'll stop boosting. I swear I'm not. I don't have a problem. Okay, now
A likely story.
We'll see if he catches me. He does have, like we said, a lot of rubber banding. But top level runs will do shift boosts all the way through. I actually got a PB on this course in practice when I was trying to explain what this course is even about to Bo, and like I beat my time. I'd never done it faster, and I know I can get a sub 40-second time on this course based on how I've been doing. Hopefully I don't hit a rock here, because I have literally no energy and I will blow up. It's tricky.
Oh.
I think we're good, and he's not going to catch me, so yeah, we're fine.
Excellent.
This is like, if you do it without any shift boost, you get like a 112, I think, if you boost well. And with shift boost, I think record is below 30 seconds. It's extremely different. It's an entirely different game.
I'm gonna get you in the Grand Prix.
What a sore loser, this guy.
Goro is a character, alright.
Definitely one of the characters of all time.
Get in the Grand Prix with what vehicle now?
Well,
He has a
you
spare,
know,
it's fine.
probably that's true.
Just as another one.
I got a quick update if you got time.
Yep.
Cool. Once again, that bid war for Pokemon Crystal, boy versus girl. Got girl in the lead with $30 and boy with $25. So that's neck and neck. Don't forget to choose an incentive when you are adding a donation, exclamation point donate, and clicking the link in Twitch chat. And also coming up, that Journey Any Percent White Robe Glitchless all symbols category upgrade, mouthful, is going to get us to have to collect all of the symbols in Journey and make that game a little bit longer, so we get more marathon for you and more mutual aid for Anade.
1 coin. Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
So yeah, if that fever dream explained anything, Captain Falcon's in a disguise, and we're entering a race and definitely not committing, like, fraud in any way.
Totally not.
We're also completely unwilling in this. Everybody in that, like, cutscene is a racer. Like, you can play as those characters in Grand Prix mode, including the old man. The old man is a racer, and he will show up later. Got a bump there. Max speed makes your acceleration suck, so getting a bump by all these machines who are accelerating faster than you makes up for it. I'm doing side attacks here. Those are cool. Those are basically going to help us get more speed out of these dives because there's jump pads everywhere. I'm going to let go of the accelerator on the way up and angle my way down, turn it back on the way down.
And this is the one that's got that really big skip jump, right?
Yes, hopefully we get that.
Fingers crossed.
Lap 2 we get boost power. This is our introduction to like the 3-lap structure kind of deal. MTS, those are wild. It's kind of like the movie Cars where they tell you to like turn right by going left. Basically the same idea. Ooh, I did not. We're going to hold my boost here. I think I can't make it, no. We're going to try again on lap 3 with a little more speed.
Yeah.
If I miss it completely, then obviously I fall down, but if I miss it just by a little bit, then I'm also going to blow up, because there's checkpoint systems, like if you've seen Mario Kart Ultra Shortcuts, then that is the same thing that this game does.
Yeah, there are various points along the track that the developers put in there to try and prevent us from doing things like what hopefully we're going to see on this lap with a little bit more speed. So we have to be... Oh, yeah, that looks good. Nice. Well done, well done. That is not something that we're supposed to be able to do, but when doing that jump, Spud is basically aiming for one of those checkpoints that's just before that turn starts. And as long as we hit it, we get to skip a whole big left and right section of the track.
Black Shadow is running riot in the lightning area. All citizens are advised to evacuate immediately. We repeat, all citizens are advised to evacuate immediately.
Once again,
Who was that person?
it's like this is so commonplace that everybody's like, yeah, he just does this for every Thursday. It's like
He's
once
doing it again. Okay,
I love
great.
the world. The world of this game is just so unhinged. So we're on the way there, and of course, you know, we get ambushed by other people.
The gangs. So you want to play? Guys, the party's just starting.
I love Michael Chain. His name is Michael Chain. He has a chain on his neck. And his gang
Michael
is
Chain.
called the Bloody Chain, so he has a chain gang too, yeah.
Oh gosh, that's incredible.
And
I can't.
he just like took 1,500 kilometers per hour straight to the face when he got out of the machine. I don't know how he does it.
It's that chain power.
Yeah. He's got
so this is
28
a- this-
friends.
He does have 28 friends. This is a pretty interesting track. It's I think a throwback to the Death Race mode from F-Zero X, which is the one that came before this. The long and the short of it is we need to beat Bloody Chain or Michael Chain. We have to beat the whole gang, but we have to beat them in this race by getting in front of the rival. There are only two ways to do this. We either need to destroy all of the other racers or just destroy the big guy himself. So our game plan is going to be to just try to get around as many of these other machines as possible to get up next to him. And then we're going to be using a combination of side attacks and spins to take care of things. The spins are more for safety. They give you a little bit of invulnerability when you do them as opposed to the side attacks. But that's basically how this one's going to go. We want to try to take him out and then clear the mission before any of the goons behind us catch up. So we're going to be taking some of them out just inadvertently, but our goal is that guy right there in front of us.
Yeah, when you KO other machines in this game, you get energy back for it. So I used a lot more boost there than I started with, because every time I got a KO, I got a little more back. So I'm going to hang back a little bit and probably get these last two so I can get maybe to full boost, and then I'm going to boost ahead of the remaining dudes who are way back there, and hopefully they never catch me. And that's basically how we do skips in this course.
The song in this track is also incredible.
Chill over here in the bike lane.
Oh, shout out to the bike lane. All right,
Usually
should be what, 3 hits?
Good hits, yeah. 4, 5, 4.5, please. There we go.
All right. It was because he took all that, all those G-forces to the face and didn't care. Nice clear, nice clear.
Oh no! After Falcon! Don't lose him! Go! Go after it! What are you doing?
What was
my
that
God.
throw?
Oh, the body language is so confusing.
It's like it kind of reminds me of the CDI Zelda games where everything just moves a little bit too much.
Oh yeah, the super over animation. That's definitely good call on that. That is definitely what that is.
Yeah,
Spot
so
on.
the sign there said lightning area, so we're finally there. This is all still a side mission. We're still going to the Grand Prix, and this is just happening along the way.
Yeah, keep in mind this is all happening over like a 15-hour period of time, which I didn't realize until today. So.
Are you alright? Jody's still inside the building! Wait there.
Jody, no.
Not Jody.
Shoutouts to early 2000s hair animation.
Jody!
Oh.
Oh goodness.
What? What is this thing that's about to explode?
The power plant. It's gonna blow.
It's gonna blow.
Gotcha.
So this is the shortest chapter in the game, but it's also one of the most precise chapters in the game, and you'll see why in a moment. There's a lot of very, very specific analog stick movement. We don't want to drift at all. This is basically just us straight away, and we have to avoid big walls that are gonna ruin our day if we run into them. So
MT boosting is very, very important on this mission, so you'll see my thruster cut off after every boost. You can save 3 seconds if you do that very well.
yeah, it gives us a lot more margin for error, but it's still tight the whole way through.
Yeah, one bonk or one missed capsule is almost certainly a reset. And these
And this is
capsules are
the-
even smaller than the ones in chapter 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is the second time we've seen them, but these are green and smaller than the ones we saw in the training mode. So, all right, last jump coming up.
Hold forward and cross our fingers. Yay.
Nice, excellent, excellent. Wow, they weren't lying. The power plant did in fact blow.
That was a nuclear silo.
Jody!
There he is. Just dancing around.
Good on him.
So this is the auto scroller. This will be where I throw to the host for sure after the cutscenes.
Yeah,
Falcon,
well, I'll let this go.
die.
Our boy is here finally.
Time looking for you then. Let's settle this at the Grand Prix. Not like this. It's the coward's way to the death.
Any idea how he gets in the suit?
You make it sound so noble.
Very
Carefully.
carefully.
I just plan to eliminate any the prize. Simple as that.
This is Power Rangers.
Falcon, take
The posing is so absurd. Oh, he's magic?
Yes, yeah, he has
No. Not one of those.
clone magic.
Yeah, I'm ready. Farewell, Captain
And we're just gonna get up here and like do a little bit of a dance.
Ready to drop the hottest rap album of 2005.
This cutscene is the one that makes the least amount of sense to me. I don't even know what's
so
going
many,
on. Really.
I have so many questions.
Truly an infinite number.
15 hours.
15 hours. So this is the 6th out of 9 missions. If any of you have seen the 1994 blockbuster movie Speed, this is that, except we're Captain Falcon. We basically need to stay above 800 kilometers an hour for the whole track, and it's not a particularly difficult track to run, so it's effectively an auto-scroller, like Spud said before. That said, it's long, so if we do mess up at any point, it's that's going to cost us a decent bit of time. But this is a great stage for any kind of extras or shout-outs or updates on incentives or anything like that, because it's going to be a lot of this.
How's that journey?
For sure. Let us know in the chat whether who did it better, Captain Falcon or Keanu Reeves in Speed. Really like to know.
Yeah, you should donate and let us know which one you liked more.
Yes, please. Don't forget, we still need to raise another $25. That is $185 raised total to reach that Journey Any Percent White Robe Glitchless all symbols upgrade. And that Sancho Panda is going to be having to collect all the symbols in that game. Our scarf is going to be huge. The Transcendence Trophy is going to be acquired. It's going to be wonderful. Get that money in. Also, don't forget, we've got that bid war for Pokemon Crystal. Choose whether you are a boy or a girl in that game. Currently, it is still neck and neck with the donations. So feel free to get those in. Choose the incentive at the bottom. ! Donate in Twitch chat for that. Let's not forget, we are... this is Quest for Quet. We are raising money for mutual aid for trainer Anade to help train and raise their next service animal. Oh, nope, I need the pronunciation. Quetzalcoatl, that was the one. Didn't want to get that wrong. And they're currently a 10-week-old golden retriever puppy. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to take a lot of effort and money to get them trained up to be a service animal. So get those donations in. They're adorable. Working adorable.
Yep. Very professional. So you'll probably notice on this track that there is something that hasn't really been there, and that's civilian vehicles that are just not involved in this race at all. Early on, it's a little bit difficult. We have to really take our time to avoid them, but when we get towards the later section of the track here, the big guys are just like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but I'm getting out of the way, which is very, very nice for us. Thanks, random loading crane.
a transporter like flip to knock the bomb off.
That's so good.
There's a lot of bombs in this game, aren't there?
Oh my!
So
the Grand Prix
straight to the Grand Prix.
We're finally here.
We've made it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everyone's here, even the old man.
the high-flying medico, Dr. Stewart. The hitman who flies at the speed of sound, Pico. The Japanese warrior, Samurai Goro. The cyborg returns, Mighty Gazelle. The Emperor of Brutality, Black Shadow.
I don't know why they let him race. Like, he's clearly a criminal.
They literally said, yeah, he just does this in the Lightning District over and over again. And they're like, yeah, he can just race. It's fine.
The announcer clearly has a bias.
A little bit.
Black Shadow, I'll show you. You'll never beat me. Ladies and gentlemen, start your
Grumpy.
Incredible.
Oh wow.
So this is the hardest mission in the game, like bar none. It has every piece of tech you could want, and it has cheating AI, and I'm not going to be doing all of the hard tech because it's really hard. Like all those shift boosts on Chapter 2, you can do those here. You can do those actually on a lot of courses, and we're just going to be trying to beat the AI in like the most safe way possible. So we have Black
Yeah.
Shadow behind us. I'm going to try to take him out immediately. See if that works. No, yeah, I hit him twice, but it wasn't very well. It wasn't very good. So he's going to zip
Not
to the
quite.
front because he just decides to be in first. He's one of the cheating AI. Goro is mad. He's just spun somebody off the track because he's angry because we beat him in Chapter 2. Michael Chain is up there too. He's also mad because we beat him in Chapter 4. He's spinning away. In first place right now is Blood Falcon, who is the clone that Black Shadow made of Captain Falcon. He's like 2 hours old at this point. He's racing. He's also cheating, so we're gonna have to avoid both of those guys. Everybody else is kind of a non-issue. They took all my mines. I can use mines to go faster, but they just decided to take them. We're gonna do MTS to build speed out of nowhere. Hopefully another one here on the ice because it's low grip, and MTSs kind of rely on having low grip in order to basically translate your strafe speed into forward speed. They really work best when you have a lot of speed already, though, so they're really good after I boost a ton, and kind of rare otherwise. Some machines can do MTSs better. They're called momentum turbo slides. So I'm going to chain one off with this. Almost past him. I'm also doing some side attacks there to kind of extend the MTS. I would love to take these guys out too if I do happen to get right next to them. Say on this part of the track. No, he bumped.
Unfortunate. That would be ideal because you'll notice that this is the first true 30-person race that we've been involved in, but it's actually just a 3-person race because we can go faster than everybody except for the 2 extremely cheating cheaters, which we're currently dealing with right now. This is also a 5-lap track instead of 3 laps, which we've been playing. The other actual lapped tracks that we've played so far have all been 3s. So it's a little bit different, and this is definitely I think Spud said this already, but unfortunate. This is the hardest track in the run. They are vicious. They do not like us being a part of the Grand Prix, and they will do everything that they can to prevent us from being a part of the Grand Prix.
That was not a clean KO, but we did, and we're off the. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Real quick, we just got a raid from Nishiro4 with a raiding party of 10. Welcome on in, Raiders.
Welcome,
You are
Raiders.
watching F-Zero GX. Very hard. Spud is doing some incredible tech, incredible racing. Welcome on in to the Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened on that first attempt was I got too ambitious because on lap 4, Blood Falcon and Black Shadow get hyper aggressive, and I was ahead of them, and they didn't like that, so they bumped me at like super high speed, which also imparts even more damage, and they were spinning, so I really didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, it was truly unfortunate there. And we did try to get the KO on Black Shadow again at the beginning there, but didn't quite get it this time either. He's a tricky fellow, that Black Shadow. Oh hey, the old guy's in 3rd place. What up, dude?
Yeah, he's doing good. There we go, we got him out of here.
Nice.
And maybe Blood Falcon will hit some fire at some point and blow up.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, so there's quite a lot of tech on display. We mentioned some of it already, but using MTSs and chaining them together is a big deal in this track. That sign that says "Go Fast" is probably the biggest understatement in the entire game. We've been doing that since Chapter 1, and we will continue doing that through Chapter 9. But they definitely know what's up in F-Zero world.
It's fun because in Japanese that sign actually says like caution or warning or even I can't remember if it even says slow down, but when they localized this game they changed it to the opposite meaning because of course they did.
Of course.
It's F-Zero.
All right, well, it looks like we've got a pretty decent lead on Blood Falcon, knocking on wood there. Oh, yep, there's the rubber bands. He's going back. We'll probably see him one more time, maybe before the end. Lap 4 is where they get super aggressive and they really try to go out of their way to punk you. But once we hit lap 5, we should be free and clear for the most part. We just have to avoid any strange aggressive moves from Blood Falcon, and we should be okay.
Yeah, his machine is not very good in this game. It's one of the worst ones, and Black Shadows is one of the best ones, so they don't have the same amount of cheat. I think Black Shadow has more, but he also is piloting one of the best machines in the game, so it exacerbates the problem of he's super fast. And
Nice.
that was an MTS against the wall to do a rail slide, is what I keep doing there.
Our champion, Captain Falcon. The F-Zero Committee will now present the champion's prize belt.
The piano in the background. Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Forgive me, Lord Death.
Here he goes.
Oh!
I am Deathborn, the Grand Prix champion of the underworld. Why don't you and I race each other tomorrow?
What? Now there's an underworld racing pre? What?
I just like how casually this dude pops up, disappears a guy from existence, and then says, "Why don't we race tomorrow, Captain Falcon?" It's like
The added lore in that one moment alone.
I've learned so much, but I still have so many questions.
Get ready for lore, because here it comes.
Oh baby.
Is this your favorite, Spud?
This is the best one.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
excited.
We could just drive to the underworld, by the way. It's just on the normal, like, it's on the road.
Oh sure.
You gotta take that left at Albuquerque. Yeah.
I've been waiting for you. Did you bring the champion's belt? Good. Falcon, shall I tell you something before you die? Dark and light, the two great forces which make up our universe. These two universal forces are condensed in each of our belts. Didn't you know?
What?
The moment when the two forces become one, it is possible to seize that power. Then I can turn this whole galaxy into a pile of ashes in an instant. How I've waited for this moment. The world will fall into total darkness.
Not if I can help it. I'll destroy you yet. Let's go.
All right.
Didn't you know?
I did not. I wasn't aware.
It's just completely throws the cosmic, like, equivalent of, like, the origin story of the universe out there, and it's like, didn't you know?
Do you know that racing is truly the meaning of life?
Specifically, the champion belts for the two Grand Prix, only one of which we've known about to this point. They just
completely.
contain the condensed essence of light and dark. That's absurd.
These cutscenes are entirely voiced in English in all versions of the game, even in Japanese. They did not localize the cutscenes. They are not animated for any other language, and they're not spoken in any other language. So, like, this is what everybody got, and it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful game
That is wonderful.
in the best way. Well, there's a lot happening in here. We're in hell now. We're basically racing the devil. It's fun. The racing, like, equivalent of the devil. He's not that good at racing. He doesn't blew up there. He doesn't know how to boost. I don't know why. He just never learned. He doesn't boost the entire race, so he's gonna have a little bit of an advantage on the first lap because he just decides he's gonna be faster, but then he doesn't go any faster than that.
Yeah, this
And
is
we're
a
gonna
this
get
is a
our
track
boost.
where you could give this this guy a 15-second or so head start, and you'd still come in way faster than he would at the end of the race.
Yeah,
There's not really
super-
any special rubber banding or gimmicks or anything on this guy either, which is part of why that's possible. This really is just a what have you learned? Show me all the stuff that you know about the video game kind of track, and we've got 5 laps to do it. So this is going to be a really neat exhibition of basically all of the tech that we've been talking about and seen so far in the run.
Yeah, the mines make us faster, and they also get in our way on lap 2 onwards, so we're going to try to clear as many out, because I don't have anything else to do with my health. Normally I use my health to boost, but I can't boost right now.
Yeah, and this is something we would have seen a little bit earlier on, but the NPCs that were in front of us took all the bombs for us, so we didn't actually get to use them for the fun speedrunning purpose, which is bumping ourselves along with them.
So this is a very hectic course, and we're boosting like around the right corners and everything. We're trying to go for stuff like there's a shift boost on the track there that I can get if I like hit the angle just right. I'm dodging all of this stuff, and at the same time I'm trying to remember in the back of my head to empty boost, where I let go of the accelerator between boosts, and that's just hard to juggle. There's a lot to think about in this course.
Yeah, it's extremely
Refillers
technical.
everywhere too, so you can just boost. All kinds of turns. We're doing MTSs, we're doing drift turns, we're doing strafe turns, we're doing quick turns. Trying to dodge all those other bombs. There's the shift boost. We went really fast there and right into the wall.
Nice.
After that happens, I'm going like probably 1600 plus miles per hour, or kph, which is above the threshold where I want to MT. So I also need to remember to hold the button to actually get the shift boost, because you don't get it if you're not accelerating, and then I want to let go of it almost immediately so that I can conserve that speed better. Otherwise it's going to rubber band me right back down to like 1300 really fast.
Yeah, and if you check out the mini map down there, you can see just how much space Spud has made between themselves and Deathborn here. It is substantial. Man's really just, if we had known that none of the racers in the underworld knew how to boost, we would be making bank down here for real. Because this fella won a Grand Prix, so he either exploded everybody or he beat everybody fairly. And in this race, it does kind of seem like he's playing pretty fair, which is strange.
Yeah, he is the only NPC that side attacks you, so he is very well versed in like combat. That's probably what happened.
All right. Well, I think this is going to be more or less pretty straightforward till the end. So if we have any updates on anything or anything we want to shout out, now's probably a pretty good time before we get into the next crazy cutscene.
For sure. We still have that milestone to raise 20. We only need $25 more to raise money for that alt symbols upgrade to Journey. Gotta get those donations in soon. That has to be met before the start of that run. So make sure that you get those donations in. And remember, we are raising money for some mutual aid to help out a friend of the community, Trainer Anade, to raise and train their next service animal, Quetzalcoatl. Yep. Quetzalcoatl. That was the one.
Ooh, the super belt.
The evil forces will never get their hands on this belt. I'll keep winning.
This really went from 0 to 100 pretty quick, huh?
You master the universe now, I guess.
I suppose, yeah.
So we're at the last mission. The only thing more, like, where can you go from the underworld is, like, Rainbow Road, obviously.
Of course.
If you go down, you gotta go up.
Look, I'm over here, Falcon. Who are you?
We are the creators.
What are you talking about? We created the
Oh.
Your best creation. What? So, it was you who set up everything. But why?
To tell you the truth, There are no universal forces. What?
Now you have become the champion of the two Grand Prix.
We'll take out your soul from your body and turn it into our creation.
What are these Luigi's Mansion looking?
I know. these boos control the entire universe.
So, having been told, you know, we're the creators of the universe, we're gonna suck the soul out of your body and like put it back in this belt for our own keeping kind of deal, Captain Falcon immediately says, "Come off it. You think you can beat me?
You
No
just created the
way."
universe. I
That's
will lose
such a
to
Captain
you.
Falcon thing to do.
Oh,
This
for
is-
sure.
15 hours, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're here now.
It's a good day.
So yeah, this is F-Zero Rainbow Road. It is exactly what it looks like. It is Rainbow Road in F-Zero. You'll notice there's a distinct lack of walls on this course, and it's because they're helpful. So we didn't really want to deal with it. This is the first staff ghost that you race in the game, and they're not as difficult as some of the staff ghosts that you can race against, but they're not, you know, don't mean that they're easy to beat. It's still a staff ghost. It's still very difficult to deal with. We can use pretty much all of the techniques that we've been using so far, including things like shift boosting, MTSs, and side attack dives like that one, to just give us a lot of speed and gain some distance on the ghost a little bit. We're going to be doing a lot of drift turns, quick turns. There's quite a lot. But if we make any mistakes, if we misinput anything early, if we try to take a turn too sharp, or we mess up the dive boost or anything like that, starting over. You can't really recover from any kind of falling off the side in this track. So it's really technical. There's a lot of very precise, very careful analog joystick movement going around these turns too. Like there's just everything goes into this track. It's super duper cool. And we're just trying to beat the ghost here.
And you know, lack of walls means shift boosts. I've only ever done a handful on this course. Like, you can obviously shift boost the entire course and get like almost a minute less of a time.
That sounds terrifying. Truly. It was scary enough on chapter 2, let alone on this one.
And this course is a lot more, like, there's more turns, so it's much more difficult. Time is at the end of this course, by the way. And there'll be one final cutscene.
Excellent. So yeah, we're gonna get the last big dive boost off the top here. Nicely done. And then as soon as we come around this corner and cross that line, that'll be time.
Time.
GG's, good run. Captain Falcon face reveal?
Shoutouts to Thunder Thighs. Wider than his shoulders.
Holy cow.
Respect.
Now we get that whole song from earlier in Chapter 8. This is the whole song across the credits. And that's it. That's the game. It's such a wild game.
Nicely done.
I'm so glad we got to watch the cutscenes. Were they everything you hoped they would be?
Oh, genuinely, yes. I went into this knowing basically nothing about this game aside from the notes that we chatted about, and I knew that there was going to be anytime there is a watch the cutscenes incentive, there is a reason that there is a watch the cutscenes incentive, and this one absolutely lived up to the hype. Definitely 100% worth watching them. What a magical journey we just went on.
This game is kind of renowned for being extremely difficult and technical and just like an impressive thing to watch in the gameplay, but there's so much like goofy stuff in this game that doesn't get showcased as much, and I love getting to like incentivize this and do other silly stuff like the racing wheel. This has official racing wheel support. It's just so much fun. This game has so many facets to it that make it incredible. It's one of my favorite games.
Easy to see why, for sure.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Thank you to the F-Zero folks who put up with me, like, absorbing all the details from them over the course of a couple years, and always showing up and wishing me good luck, and I love y'all. Shouts to the Binary Breakers. I remembered this time. We love the Binary Breakers. Good luck to everybody else in the rest of this run, the Journey run, and beyond. Stuff that came before, and, you know, all the charity that we're going to be charitying the whole time. Shoutouts to Trainer on a Day for being such a cool person, and, you know, thank you.
An incredible run, an incredible creative choices with the cutscenes. I am speechless, and yet I must speak. That was so much fun. Those cutscenes were absolutely worth it. Thank you, chat, for reaching that incentive. And quick update, we have also hit the all symbols upgrade to Journey. We have now raised a total of $185 with help from Arc with $25. Go Sancho. Best wishes to Trainer Anade. Thank you so much for that donation. With that, we are going to see all of those symbols found in Journey. We will be on a journey to find those symbols. It's going to be amazing. We still have that ongoing bid war for Pokemon Crystal. You can choose whether you are a boy or a girl in that game. All of that, again, goes towards any future milestones. You can always get those donations in at any time. Pokemon, that bid war, rather, needs to be reached before the beginning of that game, because that's when you make that choice. So get those donations in when you can. Chat, this has been great. I have been JR's Jr. This has been an absolute pleasure. This is the end of my block, but I am leaving you in fantastic hands with Sawayoshi coming up. It's going to be amazing. Don't go away, except go away for like a few minutes, just a few, like stretch your legs, like hydrate, water, warm up some tea, do what you gotta do. And we will be right back with Quest for Quet.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Quest for Quet. I am Sawayoshi, and I'm going to be your host for the next two rather comfy runs on the schedule. Of course, here, Quest for Quet, we are raising money for Trainer Renate's service dog, Quet. Quet is short name for Quetzalcoatl, pronounced as Quetzalcoatl. It's that, which is, yeah, of course, Quet being a shortened version of his full name. Trainer Renate also has had two service dogs before, Orion and Perseus, and it's kind of continuing that line of naming after constellations, which I think is kind of cool. Of course, exclamation mark donate to get that link to donate, and we have a couple incentives and bid wars open if you want to put your donations towards those as well. We have a bid war for Pokemon Crystal for choosing the trainer's gender for the Pokemon Crystal randomizer, boy versus girl. And we also just opened a milestone for Pokemon Crystal for Catch the Lake Shiny. That is going to be at $270 cumulative, $50 to go. So get those donations in. And yeah, we are getting set up currently for that journey run. So give us a little bit more time to get that ready.